ASL Challenger League Season 2, Group Stage, Round of 32.
As the vertical positions were just too imba for Terry.
Yeah.
It was
I know the Blizzard
so
removed it.
easy to drop everything, yeah. But now this is a little bit better.
Yep. So
And
down.
we got the,
Wait, when you go, Enders, or you can do the intros, or
Okay.
one intro, I'll do the other.
okay, I'll start with my favorite clan, Triple T, and Hollowpsyco down here at the bottom right-hand side in the lovely, fashionable Imperial Purple.
And to the top left, we have in the red our Protoss buddy, who's doing a very interesting opening.
Yeah.
It is Halostar.
Yeah, and I don't know what this is.
A gas burst.
Fast oracles.
Yeah, it's the pylon. Yeah, maybe.
One gas fast oracle. I don't know if it's that at all, and if it is, he's taking the less efficient gas, and that's bad.
Yeah, usually if you do that too, you don't
don't put the pylon
down there.
I don't. Well, okay. Who knows? Who knows?
So I don't
Put
know.
3 into the gas.
Yeah, he's getting
What?
3 into the gas. He's using his chrono on probes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's going for fast, like really fast +1 before zealots, and he's going to hit a timing with just +1 but no units.
Could
Well,
happen.
just probes. He's going to take all probes with +1 armor.
Probe all in.
But you
That'd
have
be
to
amazing.
wonder what's going through Hollowpsyco's mind just now. He can see a forge, he can see a pylon in the low ground, he can see a gas, but he can't see a gateway. He must be like, why is there a gas? What's this gas for? Have I missed something? He's got to be trying to think, what is out on the map that I don't know about that this gas is
He's
for?
cannon coming down, and he goes home without building a gateway.
I mean, just goes. I think
although then he sends another
super
probe down.
confused.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe it's like really fast +2.
It's mind games. This probe is sneaking away, but it's going to be seen by this overlord. He's going to proxy
Stargate?
something,
Fake
but
expand?
but it's so early to proxy, given that he does. Is he going to cannon rush with gas?
He can't cannon
Or
rush now,
something?
it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. But he's also hasn't made a gateway, so he can't proxy really anything. Maybe this is just a scout.
Right, okay,
I
he's
guess.
thrown down a
He's
nexus.
coming to his base, so yeah.
Hollowpsyco seems to be making a good decision to get speed nice and early. Against this opening in particular, because there isn't going to be a wall off, purely because reasons. The speed
Well,
things are
the
able
thing
to
is,
get
there
in.
totally could be a wall off. He should really, at this point, be kind of chucking down his
gates.
gateway, getting down everything.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
should be
really know what's
doing
going
it.
through his head right now.
But and behind this, Hollowpsyco can look at that and say, I can do anything. He could take 2 more bases if he wanted to. There's not going to be an attack for a long, long time.
Okay, there's a second gas before the first 2 gates.
And then he built the 2 gates in the main. He's got to have a plan, because this is crazy if he doesn't have a
He's
plan.
doing this weird wall off, so he's going to do the wall off, including the Nexus. There's still a gap there right now, so he's going to make him go around the long way if he plans to. Overlord will probably try and swing in from the far side here on the left. He's got a proxy pylon down, but there's obviously nothing. It's going to get spotted here, and there's nothing that he can warp in just yet.
Yep, because he doesn't have a cybercore.
He's got me vexed. I'm terribly vexed.
I'm at a loss for trying to even think what this is for. He's
I think
banked 500
the
gas.
Halostar hype train has run into some leaves on the line, in that it's having slight delays.
That's a joke only British people will get.
I know. I felt really lame saying it as well, but it doesn't matter.
Basically, British Rail, if there's a leave on a line, they'll go, stop all the trains, it's too dangerous.
Nice.
Like, that's kind of what we're getting
Don't
at
even
here.
start getting it snow. They go mad if there's snow. But that is actually quite dangerous, so, fair enough there.
Yeah.
Wait, Halostar just now getting his cybercore down. For context, from a conventional Forge Fast Expand build, this is getting towards the kind of time when Warpgate would have already been started.
Yeah.
And the earliest you can get Warpgate out is kind of 7:30 to 8 minutes, 7:30 being fast. And right now Halostar's starting it at 7:20. So this is not perhaps the most optimal build we're seeing out of Halostar, but he must have a plan. So we got to see what he's doing.
But it depends what his plan is. His plan might be just, I'm going to be so unorganised that my opponent doesn't know what to do. And I'm just going to win through that. Because I've had games like that before on Ladder. You scout something and you go, huh? Then you scout something else and you're like, what? And you're just like, well, I'm just going to keep doing this. And then you end up just losing because he just
So there's a Twilight Council coming down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But no extra gates as
Could
of
it
yet.
be straight to Archon? Zealot Archon.
Archon Rush?
Zealot Archon Rush with +1?
That sounds
It
very
sounds
awesome.
like a thing. That could be a thing.
It could be a thing, but again, there is probably a slightly more efficient way to go about it.
Oh yeah, definitely there is. But
On the other hand,
yeah,
he's going to have a buttload of gas.
that's
So
it. He's got 600 stored up, and I'm trying to think of why. Yeah,
Yeah, that's like 2 Archons.
the thing is,
He's
he's
not
done
charged.
such odd stuff in this game that I think Hollowpsyco feels a little bit thrown off. He hasn't got that many drones because he's kind of going, oh god, do I need to save up this money and this lava?
Yeah.
He's saving up so much because he wants to make sure that his opponent doesn't suddenly surprise him and he's got no money to spend on anything. So actually, even though Halostar's doing some pretty funky stuff, he kind of has this slight edge just by being confusing.
yeah.
there's
He's got
the Templar Archives.
Templar Archives, so I think that is the case.
But
That
why
it's
is he
gonna
doing
be
sentries?
A Zealot Sentry.
Yeah.
Zealot Sentry Archon.
I mean, it's okay, but the
What's
problem
point
with
of
it
sentries
is,
with that?
yeah,
Well, the
like,
Archons are going to
Archons
break
is-
your own force fields. But
Yeah.
and they're also, if you miss the force fields, then those are useless units, right?
And it's 100 gas. Useless
Yeah,
units.
Yeah, exactly. 3 sentries. That's an Archon. I know which one I'd
Yeah.
rather have in a Zealot Archon comp.
Exactly.
I do love me
Well,
some Zealot
calm
Archon.
down.
It's very sexy,
Any
so I still
case.
think that it could work pretty well. Especially if we consider that in Hollowpsycho's base, there really isn't that much going down in the way of tech. He's just now getting towards saturating his 3rd base. And his macro hatch is coming down at a pretty good time, but he hasn't got roaches. He hasn't gone for any of the lair techs, and I've been looking around, making sure he hasn't gone for any of them, has he? No,
No,
No.
yeah,
He-
absolutely.
he hasn't even got roaches.
it's
And
just the spawning pool. Yeah.
if there's one thing that Zealot Archon is really, he's getting stormed, but whatever, the point stands. If there's one thing that kind of thing is really good on, it's Lings. It will
Yeah.
shred things. I think that Halostar's by no means out of this. Even if he's playing the weirdest game of StarCraft I think I've seen in months.
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah.
He's sending in this scouting phoenix, so he's going to have an idea of what exists. And right now, what exists is nothing. There's
that Scouting Phoenix has
forced
3 Spore Crawlers.
yeah,
That is the
That's
most
awesome.
cost-efficient Scouting Phoenix I've ever seen.
that is amazing.
Rather amazing.
Oh, the plays.
The strangest thing I find about all this is the fact that the worker count is actually
Yeah,
fairly
very
similar.
even. Yeah.
55 drones to 52 probes. It
Yeah,
should
one-
not be that close when Berserk has not built any units at all this game.
It
I
really
think the
hasn't,
biggest
has he?
factor is he's not hitting these injects. If you look at the queens, they both have or all 3 of them have a lot of energy, and he's
Over
not
100.
injecting. Yeah, and that does really make a difference. Obviously,
I'm really confused by what's going to happen here.
he's getting blink as well. I think he landed on the right thing at kind of a right time, and he's kind of passing it. He's still ahead. Halostar has way more, and he's got almost all the tech along this path. But
Yeah, see, I'm thinking more Halo Stars like that guy that walks into the shops and goes, "Oh, there's a sale on. Just
Yeah.
get it all.
Take that."
Get it all. I don't care if I don't need it. Just get it.
Well, you know, when
Now
you've
let's
got
see what happens.
2,500 minerals, he's got 2,500 minerals. I don't understand why he hasn't put down a Nexus at every base.
yeah,
He can,
The flip side
wriggle
is
to those. He
his
can
opponent
Nexus
has
cannon
4,000 minerals.
Right
and
now, what I want to
1,600
see,
gas.
I want to see a proxy Nexus cannon all in with Zealot Archon.
That'd be good.
It's
Classic
likely.
strategy.
Yeah,
Completely standard.
straight out of the GSL. Absolute textbook.
Now, that's
Going up to
plus
+2.
attack.
Yeah. He's getting 2 robos now. So he does want to tech to everything.
But he's not done anything with the tech he got.
No. It's just
Um,
to look at. He likes collecting units.
Well, Well, that's an important pastime. Look, someone has to do it because otherwise they could be lost to the mist of time. And you never want just. Does he forgot? Look at the carrier. When was the last time we saw a carrier?
Exactly.
I don't know, but I have a funny
I
feeling we
use it
will
all
see
the
one.
time, but
To be honest, we could see one in this game. There are 2 robos going down, and those aren't stargates. But it's just a matter of time, guys. It could happen.
Yeah.
he's
Like,
moving
within the
up
next
now.
3
There's no
minutes.
proxy pylon up, but he's just going to take this watchtower, I guess, for now. Oh, he's
So-
moving back out.
Okay. I thought he was going to attack there with
Yeah,
the
indecisive. He
plus
could
2.
attack there. Of course,
Being decisive.
6 spine crawlers are coming down in response.
As well as 20 Hydras.
Those are going to be good.
Yes.
I mean, the thing
They
about
have
Protoss these days is you have this option to be really quite exacting and decisive with the Mothership Core. You can move out across the map, and if we did see Halostar decide to just walk across and put on an attack, and he runs into 20 Hydras and a bunch of spines, you can just go, oh, well,
Yeah,
I guess I'll just go home immediately. And he does that. He's right there.
Yep. Does he have anything to cover the Hydras, or is it just pure Hydra?
He has got 2 robos, and they are building observers, so, you know, he'll be able
You'll
to see
see
where they
them.
are. And later on, actually, the observers are good because swarm hosts are on their way out of Hollowpsyco, and I think that's the first really
Oh,
kind
wow.
of
Yeah, 11
strong and
of them.
decisive move in this game.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
just
the
going-
Protoss must attack before those get established.
Yeah.
He's going to have protection.
Come in.
I'm actually not that worried.
Walk
He's
over
got
it.
good storms.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, so here we go.
This is all
Hydras.
going to come down to the engagements at this point, like to a really great extent, because Zealots don't trade very well against Locusts.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean nothing really trades very well against Locusts. It's kind of the point.
Yeah, he
China
doesn't have
Locust is
Colossus.
thing.
The storms are good, but they're not that good that you just want to use them all.
I think Psycho is going to. Oh, it's so hard to call at this point because that's
Step back.
so.
Oh,
Oh,
really
not
Really
if you
good
engage
storms,
like
yeah,
that,
big
Psycho.
storms.
That's a mistake. But he's storing his own observers to death. No, they get through. Oh, I cannot even
Let's get
tell
through.
what's
He's
going.
losing
That
some of the
observer's
high
gone down.
tempo.
The only observer has died. Halostar cannot see those swarm hosts. He's now resorting to only
He's got to
storms
pick off this
to pick those
mothership
off.
core. Yeah, it will
Not quite.
get away just barely.
Just gets away.
But that's a huge win for Hollowpsyco. Ridiculously huge win.
Yes.
He's now
I-
all of a sudden up 70 supply.
And the Protoss has no army.
Now they both have a huge bank still. But Swarm Host,
Wow.
Yeah,
That's more
good
minerals
unit.
than I think I've seen.
Yeah. Now both at
6,000.
6,000.
Like, that's an entire army.
It is.
Yeah.
And what's
Yeah.
he making to handle this? He's warping in a bunch of High Templar, which might even have. Oh no, they're going straight into Archons. Okay, I was going to say if he'd left those and let them energy up, then he could have been okay. But right now, he actually doesn't know that he's able to do that. He doesn't have the vision out on the map, and even though he knows how much stuff he killed, he doesn't know how much army Hollowpsyco has actually rebuilt. And this is where Zerg. You suddenly kind of see this moment where Zerg production is better than the other races' production. This is that moment when they have that bank, because Protoss can warp in a bunch of units in one go, and that's great. Terran can have a bunch of barracks and do something similar, but 20 seconds later. But Zerg can go, I want this and this and this now, and it all turns up in a minute. And that's why Hollowpsycho's across the map with his Swarm Host, with his Hydras, with a vastly superior army to that of his opponent.
Yep,
Now
and
the
I do
Swarms will
believe
come in here now. They're
more
getting a
Swarm
little
Hosts.
close. He will back up.
Yeah,
Coming
that
in.
is. I mean, that's a
2
lot of
Colossus are on their way, but still a little bit until they come out.
Yeah, they. With Chrono, they could be here in 20 to 30 seconds, and that's good. But it's not. Is it good enough? Can he do
Unfortunately,
it?
he doesn't have storms, like you said.
No. Oh god, he's getting so many
observers?
observers. 3
Wow.
observers.
2 left.
I do not even know right now. I can't help but feel like Halostar's in a really difficult position at this point in the
Yeah.
game. He's got
Yeah.
those Colossi and he is double producing, but with the Swarm Host contained basically sat at his front, he's gonna lose his third fairly shortly. And if we see Hollowpsyco go for Vipers, he's not gonna have the Colossi.
Yep. This is getting to be a precarious position for the Protoss
Yeah,
player.
he's going to move these back. The Colossus doesn't have range yet, so he can't quite take the fight as he wants to. He will have 4 out, though, by the time range is done.
There's so many Swarm Hosts. And such a bank, a mineral bank anyway, for the Zerg and the Protoss.
Yeah, over 10,000.
10,000.
you should make 8 macro hatches, and that does sound like a joke, but it's not at all. If you made 8 macro hatches, he'd do a lot better in this game.
Yeah.
Alright, range is now done. 4 Colossus are going to do a lot of damage. I think he can actually try and push out now. He's got to make some sort of move. And he will.
The Locust Spawn.
No.
I don't think it's going to be enough for Hollowpsyco. I just don't think he can fight this properly.
Oh, but he's backing up.
Where is Zealots? He needs that tanking. He desperately needs the tanking.
I think he can take this fight, but he's
forwards.
not doing it. Yeah.
I did not expect forwards to be the direction in which he moved, put it that way.
So yeah,
now it's a really bad spot.
The Locusts are
but
on
he
move.
keeps backing up. He has to commit to one of these.
Yeah. I mean, if you're fighting locusts on top of swarm hosts, you're hitting the swarm hosts. That's one of those great things. The splash goes to the ground.
Splash like crazy. And he's damaged a lot of them. He took out a few, but he keeps backing up right after he's killed all the locusts.
This is one of those absolutely mad games where you just can't tell where it's going to go, because it's so much down to, it's not down to the macro advantages, because you can't tell where those sit. It's not down to the control. Oh, actually, no, it is down to the control, sorry. The control is really what's going to swing this. Control and decision-making from either of the players. For example, losing all your Hydralisks to Colossi by putting them in a perfect line for the Colossi to line all over, not a good move. But on the other hand, running out, killing a bunch of Locusts, and then running away again, also not a good move.
I think he's got to clear this up. The decision will be, will he clear these up before the 10 more swarm hosts come and join them?
And they are on their way right now.
Because they are
just about to burrow. But he is going to be going up to, I believe, 8 Colossus.
He is, yeah.
Guys,
going up to 8.
Does he have a Spire?
That's a lot.
If only.
Oh, if he had a Spire, then this would be the most glorious and ridiculous Mutalisk rebacks. If he hadn't spent all that gas thinking about... okay, never mind. It wouldn't even work then.
Zerg really needs to think about taking more bases. I know that might sound strange with the bank he's on, but he has a lot of idle workers just now.
Yeah, and the gas income, he could definitely get higher on that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what would give him that Mutalisk remax.
Yeah,
if he had
full switch.
Gas.
Yeah. He's got to... I think Protoss has to go. Nice, huge storms on everything.
Yeah, those were absolutely crazy. And the Colossi just splashing down on the Hydras. I don't even know what's happening. There's still an Observer alive, and the Hydras are not picking it off.
And that's going to be that for the swarm hosts.
This cannot be the end. There is no way.
Additional 2 Colossus.
No. That
Guys,
can't be dead.
The power of Protoss.
Please.
He's starting a Roach Warrant.
Oh, that'll save him against 8 Colossi.
Alright, now...
My apologies, it is 7 Colossi.
What? 43 Hydras.
If he gets a nice concave, that is viable.
It could work. There's not a lot of buffering with this force, and he's not going to have a forward pylon. So the Hydras are going to be, even though they get roasted by Colossus, they're going to be basically attacking Bear Colossus.
I still don't see it ending well for the Zerg.
No,
neither do I.
Maybe not. They are squishy.
Like right up on it.
Just
Literally just bundle the Colossi. Just do it. Just bundle them. I want to see this. Come on.
Coming right in.
I actually want these to win. That'd be really funny. Oh my god, is he gonna do this?
Yeah.
He killed 3 Colossi with Hydralisks. That is not bad.
There's 4 Colossus with Hydralisks. There was 8.
I think there were 7. I looked and everything.
He lost one. He lost one.
You lose one previous.
The cheeky bugger.
And yeah, see, he's warping in Zealots, but they're back home, so that attack didn't actually do any damage. I mean, it killed the Hydras, but it didn't do any economic damage.
Halostar's on a bit of a clock.
Yeah.
He's
not retaking a third.
He needs to retake his third before he spends all of his minerals on Zealots.
All he's managed now is gas.
Yeah, he's mined out.
Just wait for the moment when he
where
knows.
Are the probes? Where are the probes?
He's going to take this hidden base, but it's not going to be hidden because there's an overlord right there. And I don't know where the probes are going. They're going to set up at the other hidden base.
And
so it's taking 2 bases that are spotted immediately.
The Zerg is actually trying to take the base that all the probes are at.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, that's going
It's
to
like
be
we've
interesting.
gone from action, 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 action to right. Okay, we're just going to build all the bases just now.
It's all,
There's a distinct lack of multitasking.
yeah.
One thing at a
It's-
time,
You're not
boys.
wrong. You're not wrong. I
So-
couldn't think of anything better to say about that.
All right, the probes are
Probes.
going to now attack
Oh my
the
god,
new
please kill
hatchery,
this, please kill this.
But the
Oh,
swarm hosts-
yes!
But is
swarm
that
hosts
all
and
his
hydras
probes?
are coming over to avenge the
I
death.
think it's all of them.
Oh, I've never seen probes melt that fast. Like, he's not built any nexus, his probes are just chilling.
Clearly, you have
Those-
never pulled
I don't know what
probes
happened.
against a Hydra.
He meant to build 2 nexuses, and neither of them got built. But the force is now moving out against the Zerg, and I think he's just got to go with this.
Yeah, he just needs to kind of like kill
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
That's
So
all.
Just
Halostar's
walk
gonna
into
be-
his main, kill all the tech, and the game.
And recall.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no! But what? What? No! What are you doing?
Swarm hosts. Probes are now attacking swarm hosts over
They're
on the other
heroes.
side of the map, and the swarm hosts are acting like they don't know what to do.
I particularly
Guys,
Did you see this
they've
little
got a
moment?
Hydra.
Oh, I'm
That
gutted.
was beautiful.
I wanted them
So
to
he's
win
going
that.
right to the front. Yeah, he's going to kill the natural. There is finally a Spire, and he'll probably get that.
He doesn't have enough gas to do anything useful with, unfortunately. The lack of bases have really kind of handicapped him to a massive extent into the late game, and really Hollowpsyco had the dominance for so much of the game.
Yeah.
And he didn't do enough with it. He just didn't do enough.
He's stuck
He's
on
had
the
good
one tech
operates
too
though.
long.
Fair play to the dude.
Yeah, he has done that well. These Hydras are going to definitely tear everything down. One risk is if he goes into the main and takes out the main Nexus before the Protoss recalls back, then he won't be able to get back. And there's no probes out on the map.
He's recalling now though.
Yeah, there he goes.
So I think it's the
Because
right
there's
position.
literally no
There's
probes in the
actually a
game right
force
now.
field with this army. If he successfully force fields this ramp, then he's going to trap the majority of Psycho's army up in the main base, and that is not what you want. But the Hydras are just sneaking out. The Locusts sacrificing their incredibly valuable lives to allow that to happen. Oh, he just killed the Observer. Okay, no, there can be more Observers. I was just thinking, if he found a way to deny Observers, then he can theoretically just win this game.
Yeah. This
And he still
gonna
might.
go
Like,
long.
his bank is still
Yeah.
huge.
And
And Halostars is not. And as long as the longer he waits to move out against this, like there's still 4 mining bases.
Oh, he,
he
lost
a
a Colossus to
that.
Locust.
That's so bad. You can't let that happen. He's just in so much trouble right now. Psycho has all the tools he needs to win, as does Halo, and it's totally going to come down to micro and decision making once again. I just think Halo doesn't know how to engage Swarm hosts properly.
No, he doesn't seem to. He's so hesitant. He actually goes forward long enough to kill the locust and then retreats.
And there you go. He got
Yeah.
one. Oh,
Now
no.
he's
Oh,
coming
oh.
in. Yeah.
Okay.
Losing the mothership core.
Not
No.
quite.
Yeah,
Don't-
he's going to lose it now.
He could time warp the ramp, force field the ramp. There's the time warp. Good.
He
Yes,
could have got
the
that
Wipe out
Colossus
the-
and that
wipe out
mothership.
the Hydras.
Hmm.
They're
Yeah,
not
there's
spending
no-
their
there's
money,
nothing
and I don't
buffering
understand
now.
why. Neither one of them is. I mean, I understand why Halo's not spending his money, and it's because he doesn't have any workers. But he could make workers, so
Yeah.
that excuse doesn't last for long. Whereas Psycho's just kind of sat doing nothing, very, very gradually whittling away his opponent's army, and it's so gradual. But it's
He's
happening.
losing.
He's doing it.
Yeah. He's down to only these 5 Colossus. And they're gonna.
Never has that
One of
been
them's
seen
so
before.
low.
Guys, he's only got 5 Colossi. I don't think he can handle it.
Never been said before.
It sounds good, but now he's only got 4.
Yep, and he's soon
And
gonna
in
have
a few
3.
seconds, he's only gonna have 3.
There's where my thoughts are right now is I wonder if I'll ever see this happen again.
I don't think so.
No, I don't either.
This doesn't happen.
This doesn't happen. Oh
Yeah,
no,
it
but
doesn't
wait,
happen.
no, hold on.
He's going to get the last of the swarm hosts.
He can break out, but now what's he gonna do?
There is still like a lot of army supply on the
Yeah.
field for Psycho somewhere.
Yeah.
The most confusing thing to me is why Halostar, he's got a robo. There we go. He's actually doing it now.
He's making
Damn it.
Colossus.
Yeah, he wasn't making any
Colossus.
Colossi, and he just could have done. He
He
hasn't
can also
produced.
just, he hasn't done this either, but he could warp in 8 Zealots still.
Yeah,
Or 8
he can do
Stalkers, or whatever he wants.
stuff.
He could just warp it in. He also, there he goes. Zealots coming on in.
Hollowpsyco's finally going to start making uses of the bases that he's taken around the map. They've all been sitting just completely idle.
Yeah,
now.
he's actually not been mining minerals whatsoever.
Yep.
And he's only got 8,600 left, so he better get
He's
on
going to
it.
run out. He's only got about 10 minutes left before he runs out of that minerals.
Exactly. It's disastrous. The probe is out now, which should be obviously making a Nexus. The other Colossus pops. He's going to make one more. But he needs to, make a... he needs to make a Nexus. He's going to mine again. Even if it's only... Like, he has actually run through his bank now at this point, so he will, plop down the Nexus. He's only got the one probe, so he should be continuing to make those. And, he's got to go... He's got to go kill.
I think he's just going to do it.
He should.
He may only have 5 Colossi, but...
Yeah. Now that he's got the Zealots, I'm happy about it. The Zealots are fine. Those are good buffering.
He's making roaches. I don't... Where are the Corruptors? Look. Or even the Mutants. Just make things.
Well, he lost... Yeah, it's because he lost the Spire and the Natural.
Make the
and
up things.
He's re-upgrading to Lair just now before he can tech up to anything. So really the only thing he can make are like Lings and Roaches.
He's actually got a pretty decent Roach Hydro comp, but actually his army supply is now dipping below Protoss for the first time in about 20 minutes. And Psycho, if he engages this with a ground-based army against 5 Colossi, you're going to be in real trouble. Even with 3-3 against +2, having denied that +3 earlier. Yeah. I don't see him winning this. I just don't think he can.
He lost all his tech. He allowed the hydrogen to actually evaporate because it was off creep.
If he bundles those Colossi, then I still don't think he's got this. But I want to see him try. He's not doing it.
There's a lot of roaches here. They're ignoring the Zealots, but they're ripping them apart with charge. And
I can't believe it.
This is it.
I think he's broken
this is it. This has to be GG.
Yeah.
There we go.
What?
So back and forth.
On the note of pressure, though, I'm really interested to see what we see out of our player spawning in the bottom left right now. In red, he's up 1 game, and I'm so unsure what he thinks he's going to do, but I'm so excited to see it.
Oh, the zoom in.
Yeah, we do get the pylon on low ground again.
Yeah.
And then up here, who I think is going to go hatch first again, is going to be our purple Zerg, and this is Hollowpsyco. Send in a drone right across, so that he might be looking for what is going on this time around. He's going to see that the forge is planted down, and if there's another gas, he might decide, well, drop a pool and let's go. But he'll get a look at what is happening.
Yep.
And no decision made for him yet. He's going up to 300 minerals, though.
Oh, and there goes the gas.
Guys, he's done it again. Why has he done it again?
So is this going to affect his decision making at all? There's definitely going to be a window there to attack if he wants to.
Oh, he steals the other gas, just in case.
I guess so. Go for it. Oh, and the cancel on the gas.
Wow.
The
do
fake
you think he may be messing with us? I think he's messing with us.
I think he has, yeah.
Maybe.
Cheeky bugger.
He's maybe secretly masters and he's just kind of trolling a... Who knows?
Yeah, he's got a... I don't even know. I don't even know where that was going. Interesting choice to go double gas, though, from a Hollowpsyco. That is... Well, I mean, it could mean a number of things. It could mean very early pressure, or it could mean very fast tech. But it's not going to mean anything other than those things.
I kind of expect to see a Roach Warren out him, to be honest. I think that's what his next...
Maybe Roaches, maybe get a Banelink bust.
It feels too early. Like,
It's too much gas for roaches.
Yeah.
If he does, if he's putting
He's got 2 in each.
Although you can do, you can do quick burrow. Quick burrow.
Yeah.
And out of
Fair
roaches,
enough.
and if that catches a Protoss off guard, it's game.
The thing is, though, I still think that if you went for 1 gas and then macroed up a bit and then did the roaches with a second gas and followed it up,
agree.
I think that'd be better. Getting those 2 gases, I know Protoss does it, but Protoss can do it because they don't lose a worker when they do it. When Zerg does it, that puts them behind 2 workers, and that is a significant macro deficit. If you add on the fact that you're putting those drones into the gas rather than on the minerals, your macro is so behind, and that means that this build, even though it doesn't look like it yet, it's quite all in.
Yeah.
We're going to see pretty
he's
pretty
effectively
major stuff.
He's effectively forcing himself to have to do damage to the Protoss. If he doesn't do damage, then he's in trouble. So he's going to need to do something
this
with
awesome
that gas.
wall coming up, the cannon wall.
What the?
But he's doing this in a very interesting way.
I absolutely love this because it is completely mental.
I love it too, and I do this,
can't-
but I do it. I do it with a full wall off in range of the hatchery.
and about 2 minutes earlier.
Yeah,
Basically, this is the single most insane thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I'm so okay with that right now. This
Kind of cool.
basically,
so
I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. Between this and the last game, we had a bit of a chat with Halostar, and we said, Halostar, you're not aggressive enough. You don't make active decisions. And what's now happened is Halostar is building 7 cannons in front of his opponent's base. So I think it's possible that he's taken it a little bit too far. We'll
yes.
have to see if this pays off. It could.
the spines are never going to come
The
out.
spines
That's
aren't
the
going to
funniest
out.
part. It seems like it might even do something.
On the flip side, he's not in range of the hatchery, and he can't get any closer. So this is what it is. There's 7 cannons. They can't reach anything.
But they are completely denying any ground movement out.
They do, and he's going up to lair now. And we'll see if he comes to this conclusion. The obvious decision is to Nidus.
Oh,
If he Niduses, there's nothing that could stop him. There's no units. There's no cyber's not finished.
I was checking for
anything like
vision,
that.
but then I noticed that actually there is an extractor
Yes,
still in
exactly.
the base of Halostar. So
Yeah.
it's not a...
As long as that
So
lives, he can
Nidus
Nidus
is
into
inevitable.
it. And
Yeah.
so I'm hoping he comes to that conclusion. But
as for Halostar, I think he's got to think that Nidus is an option.
yeah,
You
and
know-
he's also got 1 Overlord, I think, strategically positioned, so he sees the top corner of the space. So I really hope that's what he's thinking.
You absolutely could be right. In fact, I think you almost certainly are. But he has just made a bunch of drones for his natural, so he's not sold on this completely yet. He's used all of his available lava on, not roaches
He's
or
got
not lings.
he's pulled 8 random drones off.
They are the.
I don't know what's happening.
Look, guys, just embrace it. Just feel.
Is he
the
going to make
confusion.
spine crawlers?
Yes, he is.
He's going to make 3
That's
spine
exactly
crawlers.
what he's doing. For
Wait, so you're gonna make Nidus Spinecrawler?
That would
that
be
would be
awesome.
impressive.
I mean, that does not work against Nexus Cannon, but I like the thought. I think it's a good idea, but I don't think it is going to work. Also, he's making them in his base. Oh, he's going for the high ground spike crawlers.
He's going to take out these cannons. He's not going to be able to reach them all, but he'll get some.
Yeah. I'm surprised through all of this that Halostar hasn't decided to take a third, knowing that there's no possible way for Lings to be out on the map.
Yeah.
I would have thought it would have been kind of his next step.
Spire is the decision here.
That's
So
also a good.
that can work as well.
Yep, it's not as cool as a Nidus Worm,
No.
but it will still get the job done.
And behind this, he is whacking down that spire and getting tunneling claws. Has he got burrow?
Tunneling claws.
I'm forced to assume he does have. No, he hasn't got burrow. Okay,
He
that is
hasn't just the
a
claws.
very, very interesting decision. Then
I wonder if he thought that he got speed, maybe by accident. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
he
possible.
hasn't got roach speed either.
no, yeah, I wonder if he thinks that's what he's.
Oh, I guess
upgrading.
you. I guess you. Yeah.
The
What are their hotkeys?
so Halostar is just going, taking this to the limit, and is just going to keep building more cannons here. I
When in
guess.
doubt, more cannon.
Yeah. Wow.
I think
The
he
thing
maybe
is,
thinks this
though-
is tower defense.
It,
Yeah.
it's working.
It will. I mean, yeah, we'll see what comes out of Hollow. Now, the one thing for Hollow is there's like no gas, but he's making mass Buta now, so I guess that's where it went. 11 are coming out, so spoke too soon. He just used the 1100. And if they get across the map, there's really not a lot to defend at all. And as long as he gets there before the 10 gateways that are going down finish, then he'll be fine.
Hollow seems to have taken the decision to sacrifice 2 spine crawlers,
Yeah.
which I don't understand, but
Well, it almost creates the appearance that he really wants to get rid of this wall when that's not what he cares about.
when
It's
instead all he
these
wants
mutants
is the
coming
this.
in.
Holy
Where-
gateways.
Where are they going to attack? The
Oh,
spot that they go is going to
this
make a
game
big
makes me
difference.
so happy in such a silly way. These mutants are going to run into the main, and without some kind of reaction out of
Attack the
Halostar, this
pylon
could do really
really-
good damage.
right away.
Yeah.
So there's one huge Artosis pylon right in the middle of all those gateways.
Which is. Oh, wait.
Is he going to see
Halostar
it?
doesn't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, he
Halostar
does
is just
see.
going for it.
He photon overcharged one nexus, and he's going to do it to the other. I think. Yeah. There you go. So
If it ain't broke,
these mutants just have to back
got
up.
one.
Yeah. To get one.
And he's decided to take his third at last. Just as on the other
Well,
side
you
of
know,
the map.
he's
Third
already
over
got
there.
the biggest wall in front of the Zerg's base, so I actually completely agree with this decision. I just wish he'd taken a gold instead.
I'm a little disturbed by this.
Oh no,
hell
oh
is
no,
this?
no, Hollow. No, back, oh.
I have
that's-
no idea
Okay.
what that was.
Okay.
That
I
makes
think
me a
he-
tiny bit angry.
Well,
Just
he,
would
That is
be
an
like
absolutely
that.
fantastic response.
yeah,
I am slightly peeved by that.
He had
that's so disappointing.
11 mutas and he flew into stalkers and cannons with them when he had map control. It's
No.
just,
It's,
I can't
it's,
fathom the decision.
it's all part of his plan.
I guess.
It's building
To
up.
create a
Look,
false sense of security.
what he's doing is he's trying to. Yeah, exactly. He's building up to the moment where he's going to do something that's confusing but effective rather than just confusing.
But he
He's
had
making
something that was
15
just
more
effective.
rounds.
The 11
Uh,
mutas were effective.
I don't know what he's doing. All right.
Okay.
Right, so
Halo started blinking over the cannons because he's actually fully walled himself. But this.
He can
Oh no,
just
he
go
hasn't.
now. Yeah.
it's not.
That
It's
would
a
help
tiny
me.
wee gap, but this is game ending.
This
Yeah.
is crippling damage.
Halostar's just crushing through this. There's
Yeah, that's I don't know. Just disappointing to see because Hollowpsyco had this game.
yeah, he
Yeah,
had both
he
games
passed it.
to be fair.
Yeah, no, I
But
agree.
just
Yeah.
through, like, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Hollowpsyco, but you had really, really bad decision making in key
Yeah.
moments in the games. I think that's something
Yeah.
you're definitely going to need to focus on. Because
Yeah.
throwing mutas into cannon wall with stalkers underneath.
I think
it
that
is
was.
tight.
I think that was an accident. That's like. I think
I'm
he
sure
just
it
put
was.
them
It
there
just
and he misclicked that one. But the rest of them, I think, your point is completely valid.